almost everyone that has a Gen 2 Scion has suffered from the door rattle issue when bass is kicking. It's actually a pretty easy fix. I'm going to show you that fix as well as two other ones that I had to apply because to track down vibrations in other parts of the door. So for this one though, if you have like a Bondo card, this is probably the easiest way to do it. You basically slide it in here and then twist and then lift up from the back here and then pull it back. When you flip it over, you can unplug the harness. But what we're interested in here is that I've taken some weather stripping foam and laid it in all the corners here, all around. So what that does is that keeps the plastic from touching this plastic here and vibrating. So that will get rid of 95% of your rattles if you're using no subwoofer or even a small subwoofer like mine. Okay, so I've now solved all of the door shaking issues I have when listening to music, even with the bass all the way up. The problem is that I listen to audiobooks 95% of the time. One particular book at the time, The Name of the Wind, The Kingkiller Chronicles, was causing a weird vibration over here when the narration was going on. Now, I did hold down on the plastic here to see if that would make it stop, and it didn't. And I know the speaker is fine, so the issue is actually happening somewhere behind the door. So the next thing to do is to pop the door panel off. To do that, it's pretty easy. You want to take the triangle off here. You can literally just grab it and it pops out. Then you will take a screwdriver, flathead, kind of get in here, loosen that up, kind of pop that out, and you will see a Phillips head screw here. And then the last thing to do, you can use a Bondo card, or if you have a panel popper tool, you'll see there's a little groove right here. You want to get it in there, and I'm not going to do it at the moment because it's going to be really hard to do that while holding the camera. But you can see it already coming. So I'll basically give it a twist and then pop it straight out. It'll feel like it's gonna break. It won't. Just pull it, try to be straight, don't twist it. And then you'll see basically another set of screws here and here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off. All right, so I've got the screws out. Really quick, here's what it looks like. To give you an idea when you're trying to pull it off if it kind of gets stuck. As to what's going to be holding it in place. You can see there's just basically 6 tabs. Once you get that off, literally just have to pull the door off. You'll find a little groove here. Just basically pull all the way around to the back. And then the entire panel will lift off. You'll have to kind of get this piece to go around the back, and then you'll be able to pop this door panel off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Once you get the door panel off the door, be careful when moving it because the tweeter is actually on the door panel itself, so you want to kind of reach down from above and unclip the harness to the tweeter. Also, here is the door handle. It'll literally slide out the back. Now you can see I already have my fix in place for the vibration I was getting during the audiobook reading. It was actually caused from the isolation plastic here vibrating, so you can hear it makes noise easily. So I took some Polyfil, cut it, ran it around the back, folded it over, and then zip tied it in here to keep it in place. And that actually stopped the rattle up here. And then the bottom part here also rattles a little bit. So I just stuck some more Polyfil here, zip tied it, and popped my door back on. And that actually killed all the vibration issues I had. I was able to listen to the rest of my book as well as the second book in that series without any more vibrations. So, but that leads me on to my current book, which also brought more vibrations, but I'm going to fix that really easily. So now that I finished off the Kingkiller Chronicles, I'm listening to my Sandman Slim series, and I'm already on the 3rd book, and every book has vibrations because of the narrator's voice and the frequency he's talking at. It's actually shaking right here. And I know it's this piece here because when I put my fingers here and hold it, the vibration goes away. And I've been dealing with that for a couple of weeks, and it's been driving me crazy because I'm trying to enjoy my book and I'm constantly having to stop it from vibrating here. So the problem that's happening is that there are clips into the door panel here and then the screws here, but this entire section is floating off the door, and it can move, and it's causing this entire piece to vibrate. So the fix is going to be installing some Dynamat Xtreme. You can use whatever brand you like, but I managed to get 4 square feet on Amazon for about $21 through Prime. And I'm going to install it basically all the way up here, down, and probably into this section here to keep that from vibrating. We'll go ahead and install it now and see if that works. So I've already started applying the Dynamat now. I did start off with a template using some recycled junk mail, and then cut this out, but then I had to trim it a little bit more to make it fit. So once I remove this piece here, I'm going to use it for the template for the other door. But as you can see, I have left it in place on the bottom here so it doesn't accidentally stick. And I've started by pressing the Dynamat into place here. Then I will take the roller and then roll everything up into place. And once I've cut out the template for the other side, I'll use the extra Dynamat that I have to do this part here, because while I have the door off, I might as well get any other parts that might vibrate. So once I get that done, I'll show you what that looks like and then let you know if that fixes my final problem with the vibrations. Alright, and I'm just finishing up on the Dynamat, just making sure that there are no spots where it is not touching the plastic, because otherwise that would defeat the purpose. Definitely apply with a roller. And these corners here are a little bit tricky. The foil might split when you press it down into place because of the way that it's shaped, but that's fine. I went ahead and wrapped it around to the side there a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and pop this door panel back in the car and listen to my book and see if that fixes it. I'm pleased to say that the Dynamat has fixed the vibrating issues. In fact, it sounds more solid already when I tap on it when I'm doing my testing. So I don't think I should have any more problems with vibrations on this door, because I've now covered the main cause of vibrations from subwoofers, the plastic behind here, which happens with certain mid-upper frequencies, and then the mid-lower frequencies that's causing this vibration here on the plastic itself. When you go to put the door back on, you can kind of hang it in the place up here, and then I would go ahead and get this lined up and screwed in first. Make sure that the harness down here for this piece does not get stuck behind anything. Go ahead and pull it out. Also make sure you reconnect the tweeter harness first. Once you get this in place, put these 2 screws in, then just press around the outside of the door and it'll all click into place, and then you'll just replace your cover here, and then this cover as well, and the sail panel. So I'm hoping that if you had problems with vibrations in your door, that this video helps you out. So thanks for listening.